Child, let me make this plain. We never asked to be with white folk. Not mixed in, not assimilated, and not integrated. Baby, we was already building our towns, our schools, our communities, our businesses long before segregation became a law. We were creating spaces to thrive, to care for our own people. We've always said, leave us alone. In other words, y'all do you, we gonna do us. We were thriving, building, and living on our own terms. What we said was, leave us alone with the money we've contributed to taxes, money that was stolen from us and poured into their communities, their schools, their futures, while our schools were defunded, denied, and left dilapidated. But instead of leaving us alone, they destroyed what we built and burned it all down. No apology, no repair. And when we rebuilt again and again, you erased our progress and called it integration. That is something we never asked for. And if we keep it a buck, integration was not about equality. It was about control, about access, and about stealing our brilliance and colonizing everything we created. We lost our schools, our towns, our businesses. And somehow, after all of that, we made progress. But let's be clear. Proximity to whiteness is not liberation. It's not safety. It's not love. It's exploitation. It's erasure. It's us being taught to silence ourselves in classrooms, on teams, in relationships, just to survive. And baby, that's not what we asked for. And I need Black folks to hear me when I say this. Proximity to whiteness means danger. We are not safe. Our kids are not safe. And our bodies, damn sure, ain't safe. But for white folks, proximity to us means draining our creativity, our brilliance, and our joy. They extract our style, our soul, and our magic, and they repackage it without us. So baby, when they say they're rebranding all white towns, which let's be honest, never left, baby, I'm not mad. My soul is rejoicing. Hallelujah. Because maybe, just maybe, we'll finally be safe after all. So go home. Get.
The way in which people are obsessed with Black women and keeping us humble or keeping us in our quote unquote place needs to be studied. Like the obsession that motherfuckers have with Black women is insane. It's insanity. It's a mental illness. Like people need to seek fucking help. Seriously. We could be doing the most minimal shit, minding the blackest of our business, and people still have shit to say. Get you some goddamn business and mind it. Get you some motherfucking business and mind it. Just like we be minding our own fucking business. Damn. The obsession is fucking crazy. And yes, y'all obsessed. You probably obsessed with this motherfucking bonnet on my head. Get some goddamn business and mind it. And leave us the fuck alone.
A question that needs to not be asked anymore is why Black men date outside their race. That is just a breeding ground for those Black men to subject all of us to their self-hatred and to throw all these stereotypes onto Black women. But you want to know what bothers me the most about the answers that those Black men give? They're acting like they're the only ones in the Black community that have a hard time. They're acting like Black women aren't struggling right along with them. Not to mention when they start calling Black women angry and this and that and all of these things, if you really believe that every Black woman is a loud, angry, bitter Black woman, does it not concern you to why? If you really believe that, does it not concern you that every woman in your race is angry and bitter and upset? Do you not want to know why they're angry, bitter, and upset? Granted, it's obviously a stereotype and it's not true, but I think it's crazy that a Black man can think that way and not care to be concerned about why Black women would be that way if he really felt that way. It's a pointless question that y'all use to banter Black women. It's unnecessary, it's stupid, and it's traumatizing. Stop.
You know what's wild? Black women have been carrying everyone's burden for over 400 years, and the moment they say, I'm done, suddenly they become the problem. And right now across social media, Black women are saying 3 words that are making people uncomfortable. Leave us alone. Not fix us, not save us, just leave us, leave the hell of us alone. And you want to know what's crazy? The same people who've been borrowing the style, stealing the culture, copying the slang, and demanding their votes are the same ones mad at. Mad that black women want peace, and the audacity is just absolutely unhinged. But here's what nobody is talking about. This is not just anger. This is some boundaries. This is 400 years of exhaustion. Finally saying enough is enough, and if that makes you uncomfortable, good, then we need to talk about why. So I want you to sit back, relax, because today we're going to unpack why black women are taking their power back and why the world is not ready for it. So guys, I got some clips here. I want us to watch them, and then I'll be back with my further analysis.
Also strengthening our black woman community. And I'm speaking for black women and black women only because I'm a black womanist and nothing else. Do you understand me? Y'all are in black women's comment sections. Y'all are making videos about the 92%. We do know why they're called 92% because we're the only motherfuckers who passed the test. Black men did 80%. They passed as well. You're yelling at the people who voted for everybody to have a fucking fighting chance in here. Do you understand me? And your anger is for us? Because we ain't out there dance monkey dancing again? Y'all not even saying where the black men at. You asking about black women because you feel entitled to our labor because you know we get shit done, but you don't respect us and you're anti-fucking black. How about you press record and make a video for your community who voted this man who only campaigned on mass deportation? You need to be talking to your TTs, to your abuelas, and to anybody else. But see, you're not. You're using your energy for us because we get shit done. And how dare we not get it done for you now? There is more than one form of protest, and black women are doing that while strengthening our community. We don't owe you shit. And that's the problem. Y'all don't owe us shit, right? That's how you've been moving. That's how you've been voting. The least you could do, you saying all y'all ever do is vote every 4 years. Babes, there's more elections than every fucking 4 years. See? Y'all don't even know that. There's other forms of protesting besides my body being in the forefront of this shit you voted for. Or your family members. I don't give a damn who did it. You didn't want me to have a fighting chance. You didn't want my daughters to have a fighting chance. My sister. My mama, you didn't want nobody black to be stepping up because you're right there in the middle as a POC. I need you to record on that phone, talk to your community. I need you to record on that phone and talk to the other POCs who also voted for this shit and stop yelling at black women because we did what the fuck we were supposed to do and we always have fucking done that and we tired. This is the last time I'm gonna address this. And for you black women getting on here because you hang with them, I don't give a fuck. You black people, I understand if you want to go that way, but you're not going to get on here and attack other black women who are choosing not to. That's where you lose your goddamn mind at. And that's the last I'm going to say about it. Black women do not owe anyone shit.
Keep fucking with us. I'm telling you, it's just not going to be good. It's not going to be good. You cannot just do what you want to do to black people. It's not going to happen. And for those that don't like it, so what? You can't. We are human beings. We are human beings. God gave us life, not y'all, God. Like God gave you life. Do you understand? So it's almost like maybe y'all think that if we became conscious enough to understand what's going on and to knowing who we are, we might come together as a collective and overthrow y'all. We don't give a damn about y'all. We're not even paying y'all no attention. That's the whole point. Just stop fucking with us. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. It's like anything that happens, it's a black person. The black person. Y'all keep talking about Obama. That man ain't been in office for a ding, okay? You still talking about Obama. Let it go. Let it go. You know, black people are smart too. That's all I'm saying. And we're one of the smartest, race of people. That's why I say, like, you can't make us feel bad about who we are. I'm proud to be a black woman. I don't give a damn how nobody feel. You can take the National Archives. You can do whatever the hell you want to do with them. But you will never, ever take away who I am as a black woman.
What's good, my people? Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, my name is Tariq, and this is where we have real conversations about the African diaspora. We talk about culture, identity, and things most people are too scared to say out loud. I call out my people, I call out the other people. So today we're going to dive deep into something that's been blowing up across Black Twitter, talk about TikTok and group chats everywhere. Black women demanding to be left alone. And I'm not talking about some polite request. I'm talking about a collective, exhausted, fed up declaration that's been centuries in the making. So, before anybody gets in their feelings, let me be clear, guys. This conversation is not about blame. It's about reality, and it's about understanding why black women, who have historically been the backbone of every movement, and I say every movement, every household, and every community, are now saying, I am out. Handle your own problems on your own. And if that statement makes you uncomfortable, then you know what? See with that, because your discomfort is exactly what we need to examine on this channel. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine being told your entire life that you're too loud and too aggressive, too independent, like you're just too much, but you also not enough, not feminine enough, not soft enough, not respectful enough, like you don't get appreciation. Imagine building entire communities from scratch. You build schools, businesses, towns, only to have them burnt down, defunded, and erased, then being told that integration was a gift when really it was theft. Theft of your resources, your brilliance, and your autonomy. Imagine voting in every election, showing up at higher rates than almost any other demographic, fighting for everybody else's rights, everybody else's freedom, and then getting yelled at when things don't go the way people expected. As if black women were supposed to be the political saviors of America, while everyone else gets to be selfish. This is the black reality. This reality black women are living in every single day. And now they're tired, they're exhausted, they're done. Definitely, if it were me, I would also be tired. Now, one woman said it perfectly, but then the clips, I just want to go to the grocery store, pump my gas, and mind my black business without being bothered. That's it. That's the bar, and somehow society can even give them that. Here's what they won't teach you in school. This is not in books. Black people never asked to be integrated. And let me say that again for people to hear me well in the back. Black communities were never were thriving before forced integration. They had their own economies. They had their own schools, their own systems of care. They were building generational wealth and taking care of their own people. But instead of letting black people exist independently, those communities were systemically destroyed, burnt down, defunded, and erased. And then they call it integration. They call it progress. But what is really around here? Access control, the ability to train black people, creativity, black brilliance, black culture. They repackage it without the people who created it. And then I want to think about it. How many times have you seen black woman style, slang, or aesthetic get mocked when she does it, but celebrated when someone else copies it? How many times has a black woman been called ghetto for her hair, nails, and fashion, only to see the same look as a runaway 6 months later, rebranded as edgy and trendy? How many times? Got the answer. And this is what proximity to blackness has always meant for others. Extraction. Taking the brilliance, the culture, the joy, and leaving black women without nothing but criticism and control. Now, let us talk about the obsession here, because that's really what this is, an obsession with controlling how black women exist. Think about it for a moment. If she wears a natural hair, she's unprofessional or radical. If she wears a wig or a weave, she's fake or trying to be something she's not. If she's quiet, she's stuck up, or she thinks she's better at. If she's expressive, she's too loud, she's too aggressive. There is no version of a black woman that society deems acceptable. Every choice is policed, right? Every decision is criticized. Every emotion is weaponized. And here's the thing, guys. This is not just some coming from outside the community. Black women are getting this treatment from black men too. I think my previous video talked about that. Brothers will hop online and create an entire podcast critiquing black women's appearance, their dating choices, their attitudes, while simultaneously failing to protect, provide, and even respect them. And that irony is just insane, guys. Black women are told they're the blueprint, that they are the innovators, the culture wouldn't exist without them, and then in the same breath, disrespected, devalued, and then dismissed. You can always have it both ways. You can't steal from black women and then act surprised when they say, I'm not giving you access to me. Alright? So here's where it gets deep. the anger directed at black women isn't not really about them being difficult or angry. It is about some stupid entitlement, if I call it. I'm sorry for that, but society, especially black men, white liberals, and even other marginalized groups have become entitled, too much entitled to black women's labor, entitled to the votes, entitled to their activism, entitled to their emotional support, entitled to their time, their energy, and their bodies, right? And when black women say no, when they set boundaries, when they choose themselves, suddenly they are the villain, suddenly they are divisive, suddenly they are the reasons things are falling apart in America. But let me ask you a question. I want you to tell me in the comments what you answer, what you think about this. Why is it that when black women choose peace, people call it abandonment? And why is it that when black women prioritize their own community, their own mental health, their own well-being, it's seen as selfish? Guys, tell me about it. Why? Because for far too long, black women have been expected to sacrifice themselves for everyone else except for themselves. And then the moment they stop, then people panic. So let me get something straight. A black woman refusing to engage with you is not hostile. She's just choosing a space. A black woman choosing not to smile at stranger is not rude. A black woman saying, I'm just here to do my job and go home, is not uncooperative, guys. These are boundaries, and boundaries are healthy. And if someone has their own boundaries, kindly respect them. But here's the problem with the society. Society has convinced itself that black women owe them pleasantness, that they owe them conversation, that they owe them some kind of engagement. They do, right? They don't. Black women don't owe you anything. They don't owe you friendship or emotional labor. They don't owe you explanations for the choices. And if you feel some type of way about that, that's your own problem, not a problem to them. Okay, here's what people don't understand. When black women say, leave us alone, they're not asking for isolation. They are demanding respect. They are saying, respect my individuality, respect my choices, respect my boundaries, respect my humanity. All right? This is not a cry for help. This is a declaration of autonomy. Black women have spent centuries building, fighting, creating, and surviving, often without recognition, without protection, without the rest of the things you can think of that they need. And now they're choosing themselves. They are building for themselves. They are protecting their own peace and their own spaces. And honestly, that's the most revolutionary act they could have ever taken for 400 years. So here's my message to everyone watching me right now. If you're someone who has benefited from black women's labor, creativity, or activism, it's time to sit down and listen. Stop demanding they fix your problems. Stop policing their existence. Stop acting entitled to their time and energy. And to my black women watching this, my mothers, my aunties, my sisters, you don't owe anyone anything. You are worthy on your best days and on your worst days. You deserve kindness, respect, and peace. The world will survive without you carrying it. I promise you that. They will survive. And to everyone else, if black women wanting to be left alone makes you uncomfortable, ask yourself, why? What have you been taking from them that you're now scared to lose? That's the real question you'll need to ask yourselves. Alright, family, that's it for today. And if this resonated with you, then kindly drop a comment, hit the like button, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. And if you've not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for, guys? We are having the conversations. Nobody else is willing to have them. I'm Sharif. Stay woke, stay grounded. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.